Keeping up with daily responsibilities and long-term goals can be overwhelming, okay? Let's keep it real, especially when there are so many life admin tasks to juggle. But with the right setup, you can create a streamlined system for staying on top of everything from planning to bills to appointments. Tracking these life admin tasks can really help you to stay organized and stress-free. So let's talk about it. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel and thanks for joining me for another video. This is Marquita from At Home with Quita, and here I share tips on how to plan a balanced life. So if you're new here, I hope you'll consider subscribing. So guess what day it is? It is Freebie Friday. And as always, on Freebie Friday, whatever insert I use within that video that helps you to learn how to plan in a different way that might be effective for you, you get that insert for free. So today we're talking all about life admin tasks. I'm going to be sharing with you 50 ideas that you can add to your planner, and I'm going to show you exactly how you would do that. So these are the inserts that are included. I love Freebie Friday. Y'all love Freebie Friday. So just remember that there is a link in the description. I know there can be some confusion around how exactly you get the freebie. There's a link in the description. You click on the link. It says Access Freebie Friday. So it's worded very simply. Click on that link. It's going to take you to a form. You have to complete that form. So that way it's going to shoot you an email with all of the instructions on how to download the freebie. Super easy peasy. Okay. Once you get to the page to download it and enter the code that you'll be given, then you are going to automatically have access to the freebie. You can download it right then and there. It's also going to send you an email. Okay. There is no fee. It's $0. So you're going to have to follow the instructions completely in order to make sure that's the case. Okay. It's not complicated. I promise you it's not, but you can ask me any questions that you have if you're having trouble accessing the freebie. I love giving away freebies on Friday. You guys are downloading them like crazy, and I love that for you. And I really hope that they help you to achieve all of your goals for the rest of this year and going into next year. Okay. So today's Freebie Friday. So get excited. Make sure you watch the video to the end so that way you know exactly how to use the insert. Then head on over there, download it, and get to work. Okay. All right. Now, I know what you might be wondering. What exactly are life admin tasks? Okay, so think of it like this. These are the behind the scene things that keep your life balanced. So whether it's managing finances, scheduling, or even keeping up with household routines, life admin tasks are going to keep everything on track for you. Okay, so these are essential but often tedious responsibilities that again help your life to stay running smoothly. So they're like the background work of your routine, if that makes sense. So scheduling doctor's appointments, tracking finances, or planning meals. And when you leave these unmanaged, these tasks can pile up, and that's what's going to lead to stress and a sense of disorganization. But on the other hand, by tracking these tasks in your planner, you can stay on top of all of those things and free up that mental space so that things become, or you can do more enjoyable activities. Okay, that's the whole goal of tracking your life admin tasks and getting them out of your head. This is just another method, another system in which you can plan. This method may work better for you as opposed to an inbox or using your daily planner. You implement what works for you. I just simply share on my channel different tools, tips, and techniques that can really help. Okay, that I hope they will. All right, so just to give you a quick sneak peek of how this is going to work and how the inserts look, as you can see, life admin tasks. I'm going to show you how to use this space here. You have a space for notes, and then down here at the bottom, you have some ideas of things you can add to your life admin tasks. I like giving ideas. I just feel like it helps. So as you can see, there's a ton of things there that you can use. You can just take it straight from here, but they're really just ideas. Like for instance, one says, book a dentist appointment for your 6-month checkup. Okay. If you need to do that, there's your reminder right there. So you're going to want to break that down within your life admin task. So you may say schedule an appointment for this date with Dr. So-and-so. Okay. Just to drill down even further. So this is just an section for ideas. Okay. And when you flip the page here, you're going to see space for you to add more life admin tasks and then notes at the bottom. So this just repeats. All right, so that's how it looks. Super easy to use. And so let's talk about how to use this in more detail. All right. Okay, so I'm going to share with you some more ideas. Again, I love just giving you ideas of real things that you can add to your planner because I feel like for the most part, it doesn't change from person to person. We all have the same things that we need to get done. So let's start with household tasks. Okay. So household tasks is something that everybody has to do. This is one of the core parts of life admin. So you're going to add reminders like change air filters, schedule deep cleaning, or even organize closets. And so that's going to keep things running like a well-oiled machine. Everybody has to maintain a household, okay? So this is how you would use that. You would put household here, pick a spot, and write whatever that first thing is. All right, and I'll put household. You can color code this as well. Again, do what works for you. And then you're gonna start to write those tasks in. So here are some more ideas. Create your weekly cleaning checklist. You could break that down. You could say dust, vacuum, or clean the bathroom every Sunday. Also, maybe your monthly deep clean. So anything from scheduling a more thorough clean at the end of the month, like maybe your fridge, your oven, your closets, things like that. Also organizing the pantry. So let's start to write some of those things in. Now you do have only a limited space here, but you can also carry it over here if you would like. And again, well, I didn't say this yet, but you're going to process this too. So this doesn't just stay here unless this is going to be your main planner. Let's just say you don't want a weekly, monthly calendar, any of that. You just want to use this. You want to track your life admin tasks and you want to just check them off from here. Feel free to do that. I don't recommend it. I recommend you dumping everything out here and then using this as a basis to fill in your planner. Okay, so let's just say we want to create our weekly cleaning checklist. Because remember, a lot of times when it comes to the weekly admin, they're administrative tasks, meaning that they may not always be super specific. They're just giving you an idea of some things that you need to do, but you may also need to drill down a little deeper. Okay, so let's do weekly cleaning schedule. Okay, so that's an admin task that I need to do. Okay, also you may say organize the pantry, and then on your planner, you'll drill down, take out bins, clean bins out, purge food, things like that, if you really want to get deep with it, okay? Also, replace air filters. So again, that's just something that you'll write here, and you know you need to do it, but what date do you want to do it? So then you'll pull it from here and write it on the date that you want to do it. Maybe you may want to also set a reminder for maybe every 3 months. So you'll want to mark specific dates on your calendar to keep up with the HVAC maintenance. Also, do you need to delegate it? Are you going to do it? Are you going to schedule it? There are different moving parts that may be associated with doing that task. Okay, so again, this is just like administrative stuff that you know you need to do, but they may also require other things outside of just this. Okay, so keep that in mind. Also, maybe your laundry schedule. So you want to plan laundry for certain days of the week. So yes, you're going to write laundry schedule here that needs to be done, but you probably wouldn't write this in your planner because what does that mean, laundry schedule? Okay, you know that's administrative tasks that you need to do, but what is involved in that? You need to sit down, you need to plan laundry for certain days. Again, whatever those days are, then maybe in your calendar on Monday, you would write do laundry. You see what I mean when it comes to this? So this is just a helpful tool that will help you to really get things out of your head and put it into your planner. All right. So by keeping these things in your planner, you're never going to miss those important tasks. And of course, it's going to make your home feel fresh and clean. All right. So next, let's talk about financial reminders. So you would do the same thing. Finance. All right. And so next up is all about financial stuff. Of course, that's something else that we have to do. This is where we manage our money, and that's super important, right? Okay. So I like to add recurring reminders like pay bills, check account balances, or budget for groceries in the finance section. Okay. So you'd write pay bills, but again, what bills? Okay, you're just writing in something very generic that's not specific. Okay, so write in the due dates for each bill, your rent, your mortgage, your utilities, credit cards on your monthly spread. Okay, you guys see how I do that? So I would take this information here and then I would come on my monthly spread and I would write in whatever those bills are. And it's very helpful to do it this way. So that's why you're not just keeping it on this page, you're pulling it from this page. You're just using it as a foundation to really be able to organize your planner the best way possible. Okay, so my bills are indicated in this orange color here. So I've got multiple bills due this week, and then I also drill down weekly and I write my bills in here as well. Okay, right there. Perfect. Right there. So that is so helpful. And again, it starts here so that you could get it out of your head and remind yourself to do this admin task that's going to help you to be able to manage your finances. Next, maybe you want to review your budget. So do you sit down on a weekly basis with your significant other and talk about your budget? What day do you want to do that? So you know, you need to schedule that monthly review. So that way you can adjust, you know, your spending, your savings goals, all of that stuff. And you'll want to have that on your calendar as well. So that's an admin task to remind you to schedule that budget review, okay? And you may also want to set up a reminder on your phone. All of your little systems should work very well together. So if you're using the writing method like this, something like this, admin tasks, along with your planner, along with your phone, it should all flow together, okay? So use all the resources that you have available to you. Also, maybe you want to, you know, track your expenses. That takes time. Do you want to do that in the moment, or do you want to do it at the end of every week, at the end of every day? That's something that you'll want to consider as well. All right, but that's a great thing to write down. Remember, you have all this other stuff down here too that are reminders, or that are ideas of things that you can write in these spaces here. Okay, and then maybe also you want to check your account balances. I know I spelled that wrong, y'all, so don't come for me in the comments. Okay, so check account balances. Remember, that's an admin task. That's not something that's just random. That's not something that's specific. That's something very broad to some level. So when do you want to do that? How do you want to do that? You want to do it monthly? That's what you'd want to write. You probably wouldn't want to do that monthly. You probably do that more often, but that's what you want to write in your planner, the specific day in which you want to do this task. Okay, and then also savings goals. And when it comes to the checking account balances, you know, it might be a good idea to set up a bi-weekly check-in just to review that account activity, okay? And then savings goal, you want to write your target for each month and check the progress with a tracker. Maybe a good idea. So, of course, that's something that you'd want to write on a specific day in terms of when you want to do that, okay? Again, these are just ideas on how to use this. You take this and you use it however works best for you. All right, next up is health and wellness. So, of course, our health deserves a spot in our planner, right? So, I like to add reminders for things like book dentist appointments or order prescription refills if that applies, and even scheduling workouts. These are life admin tasks that ensure that we're taking care of ourselves physically and mentally. Sorry, y'all, my dog is shaking off or doing whatever he's doing. He be doing the most when I'm filming. And when I'm not filming, he's super quiet, okay? And that's the same with the kids and my husband too. It just be like that. But anyways, you want to make sure you're taking care of yourself. You see that? So health and wellness is something you definitely want to add to this list. So I'm just going to put health. And then again, I'm going to give you some ideas of things that you can write here. So again, that may be scheduling your health appointments. So set a reminder to book like maybe a yearly physical, dental, and eye checkup. So the admin part of this will be schedule health appointments. And that would be for everybody within your family. And then you'll know when you go to your planner, types of tasks are associated with that. Not to keep reiterating it, I just want you to understand exactly what a life admin task is and how to use these inserts. Okay, and then maybe order prescription refills on your planner. You'd want to be specific. What refill, what day do you want to do it? What is associated with that task? Okay, so order prescription. Okay, and then maybe also exercise tracker. Keep up with that. If you have one of those in your planner, track the days, just write it in your monthly or weekly spread or use an actual tracker. And then also meal planning, which I love. What day do you want to do that? What tasks are associated with that? What do you need to do that effectively? So you want to plan your meals weekly to help you, of course, eat healthier and make healthier choices, and then also be able to have your grocery list, whether you go into the grocery store, you order everything online, what day is it getting delivered. You see the whole admin part of this and how this is just like a high level, and then in your planner you drill down even more to get you to put those specific tasks within your calendar system. Okay, then maybe even daily water intake. How do you want to track that? You want to track it in your planner, or do you want to track it via an app? How are you going to keep up with that if that's something you want to keep up with? So you can add a simple hydration tracker and just check it off each day. Okay, so when you set these reminders up for these types of tasks, it's a great way to just prioritize yourself and your daily routine. So health is super important. That's something that you want to keep up with as well. And this is some ideas on some things that you should be doing in order to keep up with your health. Okay, now let's talk about important dates and appointments. So we'll just put appointments. I'll just put a point. Okay, so of course we can't forget about the important dates, adding reminders for like renewals of your driver's license, car insurance, subscriptions. Is a total lifesaver. So you definitely want to include those things here. I also like to jot down a list of upcoming appointments so that I can see everything in one place. So if you have a ton of appointments already coming up, or you need to make these appointments, you can add those here. But here's some other ideas of things that you can add. Of course, like I mentioned, renewing your driver's license or passport. So I'll put renew license. Okay, and so you can note your expiration date to plan for renewals a few months in advance is going to help you. So if you know your driver's license is getting ready to expire soon, then you'll want to add that to your planner so that way you know, and you can add that to your weekly when you get ready to plan your weekly and you don't forget to do that. You could also set a reminder up on your phone so that way you don't forget. Also, car maintenance. So schedule regular maintenance like oil changes and tire checks. Of course, that's important. Of course, that's important. I can't even say the word. So car maintenance. All right. Again, high level. What is involved in that? You need to figure out what needs to be done, who you're going to get it done by, when you're going to do it, schedule an appointment, all of that stuff. There's different tasks that you have to do to really break that down that you may need to schedule. Also, maybe insurance. Okay. So you're going to make sure that you mark renewal dates for your car, health, or home insurance policies. Put it in your calendar so that way you know and you can do it on that specific day. And then also maybe anniversaries, important dates, which I like to track. And so I typically keep those in my phone. I'll ask someone when I meet them or see them that I know, what's your anniversary, and then I'll track it or put it in my phone. I'll set it up as a recurring reminder. And then that way, when I'm planning my month out, I can add it to my planner from my phone. And then when I'm planning my week out, I can transfer it to my week. I don't forget. I can have a card ready for that person. And it's just so special when you remember someone's special occasion. It's amazing the look that you get from them when they realize that you remembered something so important to them. So make sure that you list those special dates for family and friends so that way you're prepared. Okay. And maybe also subscription renewals. This one's a big one for me because sometimes I get caught off guard. So that's why that's an important life admin task that you need to make sure that you stay on top of. So how I typically track that is I have it here in my planner. I have a section for renewals. And so that way I know, because again, when that Amazon Prime hits and I'm not prepared for it, that could throw my whole day off. Especially since Prime is not priming anymore. Okay, so then I'm real mad. So this is where I keep up with all of my subscriptions. This is within our budget planner, and so when I do my monthly plan, I'm going to come here and I'm going to see what do I have coming up in that specific month. I keep track of the date as well, and then I transfer that to my monthly planner. And then the week that it comes up, of course, I transfer it into my week. That way I don't forget. You also could set a reminder on your phone. I like to also put the amount so that way I know what's coming out. So you can see again how that is a admin task, because there's administrative things you have to sit down, you have to write out all of your subscriptions, the renewal dates, so that way you can avoid those surprise charges. Because again, sometimes when it hits, I'm like, what? I have Amazon Prime? I have Walmart? So keep track of those things so that way it doesn't sidetrack you. All right. Lastly, we're going to talk about personal growth and development, which is super important. So you can put personal, all right, or growth, whatever works for you. So things like your monthly goals. So list your personal and your professional goals for each month so that way you could track your progress. Okay, that's important. So goals, of course, is something that you don't want to just write goals in your planner, because what does that mean? You want to actually write down the specific goals, okay, and when you want to achieve them, whether that's in your monthly, weekly spread, or you have a goal tracker or goal planner, okay? Also, maybe your reading list. Again, you see how if you just put reading in your planner, maybe you won't do it. But if you put reading so-and-so book, read 10 pages a day, you're more specific with that goal, it's more likely you're going to achieve it. Also, if you're doing some journaling, which I want to get into, I showed you guys my creative planner I'm trying to use for 2025, so we'll see how that goes. But you want to write a weekly or daily prompt to encourage self-reflection, okay? And then skill development, like what do you want to learn how to do? Again, you wouldn't just want to write skill development in your planner. Be specific and schedule time to learn a new skill or complete an online course. And then lastly, of course, reflect. You want to try to figure out when you can find time to review your progress, because that's important in your personal development. So set up a monthly review and reflect session to assess how you're doing with your goals, okay? And you can write out how you're doing. You could just simply sit and reflect. We have some inserts in our shop that help you to do a monthly and a weekly review. Those are awesome. I may do a video on my channel soon showing you guys those again. I think I probably have in the past, but we could always use a refresher because those are super awesome just to be able to see what you accomplished within that month. So we all know personal development is just as important as all of the other things I mentioned. So set reminders to read a book, write in your journal, or just work on a new skill. Those little prompts really help to keep you accountable, and they really ensure that you're growing as a person, which is what we all want to do. So these are all of the ideas that I wanted to share with you today. Again, you could color code them if you want, so that way when you're writing in your planner, you kind of know, it's up to you with how you want to finesse this thing. I'm simply here to help, and I hope that this has helped you. There are so many other life admin categories that you could fill in here. I'm just giving you the main ones that I feel like everybody should be focusing on: household, finance, health, your appointments, and your personal. But if you think of anything else, feel free to write them here. And again, feel free to write them in here. But I think this is just such a cool insert to be able to just use as a planner system if you want. You could put your days of the week here. It's up to you with how you really want to use this at the end of the day. I just wanted to give you something that I felt like could help you to really break down those tasks to be more manageable and to really see kind of the high level of things and how you could really be broad. And being broad doesn't always help you to achieve those goals. Again, writing goals is not going to help you to achieve a goal. You need to know what the goal is. Okay, so I hope this really helps you in your journey to being the most productive you can be. All right, so that's it, you guys. Again, you get this as a freebie included for Freebie Friday. Don't forget, adding these life admin tasks to your planner not only helps to keep you organized, but it also helps you stay on track of everything in your life. Again, from home to finances to personal growth. So make sure you grab this insert, grab your planner, and start filling it in with all the essential tasks. And let me know in the comments which life admin tasks that you're excited to add to your planner. And if you enjoyed today's video, as always, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new here for more planner tips. Until next time, happy planning. I'll see you later, friends.